Hello everybody, welcome back to my Ori and the Blind Forest Let's Play series. I'm gonna go ahead and start the game off. I walked around downtown a little bit since the last time I recorded. Got some food, got some delicious sushi at the Capital Market. Man, they have really, really good nigiri sushi there. I used the bathroom, also in the Capital Market. I went to Taylor Books and got a water. Let me ask you guys something. I didn't get a coffee this time, but I also could have gone elsewhere to get water. There is a Chick-fil-A in the Town Center Mall, but it is unfortunately Sunday, so I don't get any free water from there. However, there are other places. Sorry, I was turning down my AC. There are other places that sell water for cheaper than Taylor Books. The reason, also, I have my own coffee machine, so there's really no reason for me to ever buy coffee anywhere except for at home, unless I want, like, espresso, which I usually don't get. I usually just get a black cold brew, which is especially easy to do myself, and I should be doing that myself while I'm at home. I'm adjusting my settings a little bit on the fly here. Test. Is that too loud? That might be too loud. We'll see in post. But I go to Taylor Books specifically because there is a really pretty girl who works there. And I want to know, honest opinion, is that wrong? I don't do anything weird. I don't wait for her to get off. I don't stalk her or try to find her on social media or anything like that. I just go there because I like talking to her every now and then. That was it. I wasted all my blues for that. Dang. Well, that wasn't worth it, I don't think. Is that wrong? Is it wrong to do that only because I find her very pretty? Okay. I am under no impression that I will build a relationship with this girl. I don't think that she has any interest. She probably already has a boyfriend. It just brings me joy, I guess, to see and talk to someone who's sweet and pretty. Is that wrong? Is that stalking? And is stalking wrong? Or is it only wrong if you're ugly? I'm pretty ugly, so it would be wrong. Dang, man, I got all these life cells. I want to find some blue stuff. Oh, I forgot my purpose. I forgot that I wasn't supposed to be going rightward. I'm supposed to be going leftward. But I've always been more of... I don't like dating apps. You know? I've always been more of the... When I am looking for a relationship... I'm much more of the... I'll keep showing up and, like, making small talk. If you seem interested, if you seem disinterested, of course I'm gonna leave you alone and get the heck out. But if you seem like you enjoy talking to me, if it brightens up your day any, then I'll keep doing it. Maybe eventually, you know, learn your name, all that stuff. And then if you express interest, if I'm not just being a creep and annoying you while you're working, then I will ask you out. I hate whenever I see dudes ask girls out who clearly aren't interested, like they go to their work and they just like flat out. I think that's, I don't know. It never bothers me whenever I worked in the public when I would get asked out, but I feel like it's a bit different. Let's see here. Ultra Bash increases damage, allows bashing through enemies. Creating a soul link restores 2 life cells. Wait, a soul link? I thought those were like soul fires or campfires. I'll do Ultra Bash. I like to do the offensive, you know? I also realize now that I will probably complete this tree long before I post any of these, because it's still the 18th. Right now it's August 18th, and the reason that I'm going so far ahead and not really minding that I'm, you know, going too far ahead, really, is that I'd like to post multiple games at the same time. Whoa, that was a loud truck. We're going to really learn about how this sound quality is in the future. I've been recording like a ton tonight. Wait, where do I go? Valley of the Wind, I think, right? Is this... Does it tell me here? If this is too loud... No, that's Misty Woods. Wait, objective find Gumon Seal. Okay. Is that a proper name? There used to be a graying tower alone in the sea. Save my game. I made it back to the beginning, yay! And I've learned so much more. Look at all the things I can do now. I can do Spirit Flame, Wall Jump, Charge Flame, Double Jump, Bash, Stomp. I had improper names for about all of those. But I also tend to be a bit, I don't know, I guess, stalker-ish. I really don't want to give off the wrong impression of myself. I remember this place. Oh my gosh, the owls. This place feels very autumn, and it's gonna definitely get me in the mood for autumn fun times. You know what, just go and kill me, because I've lost a lot of health. Yeah, go ahead. Do your worst. I fear death not. But even when I'm dating someone, and I'll give examples of that. I'm sorry, Anna, you bore the brunt of this, because I don't know why. I think I was, well, I do know why, you know. I think that I was very insecure and not the happiest, unfortunately, whenever I was with you, so you really had to endure a lot of that stuff, and it didn't end, you know how it ended, you know what happened, you know, all that. Oh wow, I can really just use these guys to go anywhere I want. I want to get up here. Make it happen, baby. Yay! Wow, that's super cool. Alright, now I can kill you. Now that you have served your purpose. Me. I am your purpose. Oh. They're also kind of hard to kill, though, which is good. I guess you would want them to be endurant so that you can keep bashing off of them, but, like, also, if you don't need them for anything, that's kind of just annoying. I should save my game. Let me come back up here and do that. Boop. But with Anna, whenever I don't even know that we were dating yet, honestly, but we definitely liked each other, and I would go to her work. She worked at Toys R Us when it was still there in Southridge. I would show up there, not even on her lunch, just while she was working. Uh-oh, run. Okay, there we go. Ah! There's nowhere safe. Have I been here before? This looks really familiar. Soul Link is charging. Wait, unstable ground. I just assumed Soul Link was charging. What's down here? And I would stand at one of the closed cash registers and just hang out. I mean, just stand idly by. I thought that I got 2 lifeies when no, I didn't choose that one. Dang, now I kind of wish that I had. I would just stand there and watch her. Like, we wouldn't be able to talk or anything, but I'd just hang out. Just wait for, like, maybe a break and then talk to her for, like, a couple minutes. Okay, that's gonna be incredibly hard. Let's see here. What's the strategy? So that definitely moves that. And then I can... Oh, okay. I thought I could do the thwomp, or, stomp. Alright, jump, stomp. What in the world? Can I not do stomps anymore? No, I can totally do stomps anymore. And I remember one day her mom came through. And she was like, oh, I recognize you. And I was like, I've never seen you before in my life. She was like, oh, I'm, her mom. And I was like, oh, hi, Nikki. I've heard a lot about you. Actually, I'd seen a picture of her before, and so you'd think that I would have recognized her. Yay, I think I'm closer to being even now with my energy shards. Are those shards? Map shards. Energy cells. Golly, there's a lot to keep track of. Hopefully it doesn't bother anybody. I kind of have a pet peeve with the word thingies or stuff. I just don't like vague vocabulary. You know what I mean? Ow! I'm sure that's going to be a pet peeve of someone's, though, is my mini pet peeves. Also, the hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. The hypocrisy of my pet peeves, because I do, I'm sure, all of them. Swim. Huh. Swim. I won't do that again. I'm sure that was very annoying. Oh god, I don't need air. Wait, what? What? Okay. Let me get all this stuff. Kill this fishy. Ah! Gosh, those fishies, you can't kill them. Not right off the... Wait, can I bash off of fishies? What's the strategy for getting through here? Oh, okay, I can just keep swimming, pretty much. Please, let me keep swimming. Okay. Yeah, that was the strategy. I just had to... Bucket! Are you freaking kidding me? I do that so much. I wonder how many times I've done that so far. Oh, I can bash off these... I can bash off these baddies. Boom, bash. And now I can just go all the way through, speed it. Yeah. I love that sound. I wonder what the bass amp... Ah! I forgot about that it's hell up here. Okay. Beep. Get some health back. Use you... What? What? Alright, kill me. I accept. I don't know. I also... Poor Anna. I also... yeah. I get really kind of... Not obsessive in the sense that, like, I need constant attention. I actually like a lot of alone time in a relationship. Not too much. Why am I trying to sell myself? It's like I'm trying to flirt with you. You're probably a bunch of people that, just because of your, gender alone, aren't my type. Ah! Ah! Son of a gun. But, anyway, I'll stop trying to sell myself now. And just start talking normally, without trying to, you know, be egotistical. I'm pretty weird. And Anna a girl that I was super into and dated for a little bit bore a lot of that pressure. I would have her open her mouth, breathe out, while I would hold her romantically and inhale her breath through my nose because I loved the way that she smelled. How, be honest, this is not rhetorical. This isn't a rhetorical question. How weird is that? Is that too weird? Is that too much? Is that gross? I would hate that if it were. But, I don't know, I just get so into whoever I'm into that I really just love everything about them and I become this weird addict. Never had an STD, thankfully. Just love, if that counts as one. Is that romantic? No, that's not. That's pretty gross. Sorry, I might cut all that out. Who knows? Actually, I probably won't because it's a part of who I am, and a part of who I am is being gross, I guess, or being wrong. But yeah, really, tell me tell me the worst thing that you've done in a relationship. Not like bad stuff or malicious stuff, just strange stuff. I'd really like to know. I'm still chilly. There we go. It's like, gosh, I think it's close to 90 degrees out now. Probably outside of the ideal temperature range of my DC to AC inverter. I know of this place. I feel of the wait, oh, never mind. I know of this place, the feel of the air. I walked across an empty land. I knew the path like the back of my hand. The path to the west leads to the Misty Woods Trail. That's exactly where I'm going. Uh-oh. Man, what is it about those sort of oscillating amplitude screeches? Is it because it implies a larger frequency wave? Because obviously the frequency of a wave implies size. And so if you have that like audible... Oh my gosh. What the heck just happened? Did I just die crazily fast? Did she just swoop me down and kill me? Oh my gosh, dude, that's crazy. Okay, so what's the strategy here? I can't go that way, I guess. Let me just hop down here. And maybe try to walk along the ground. Ah! Oh my god. What do I do? I just don't go that way, I guess. Wow. That's actually crazy. Isn't it funny, too, how you only jump whenever you're not expecting... Well, like, never mind, that's stupid. That's very stupid. Like, I was expecting the ground to be the right way to go, and so whenever I didn't think that it was going to happen, it made me jump. But that's entirely obvious. I didn't know that... making threats was illegal for the longest time. When I was younger, I mean, that was pretty much all I'd do. I had no idea that I was actually breaking the law when I would do that. Oops. But it had positives to it. I remember that there was this one girl, shout out to you, Malia, you were really, really cool, and not dramatic, or, oh, dang it. And also, you were like, really strong, and that was awesome. She was like, I guess she was a horse rider, and so she had really strong legs and core, and she was pretty, like, robust as well, so we would fight, we'd, like, wrestle, and I'd, like, throw her on the ground and, you know, do these crazy things, and she'd just be perfectly alright, bounce right back up, and, be throwing kicks and stuff. At one point, I had dropped my cup of, like, Sprite or something onto the ground, and then she started fighting me. She would always, you know, be like, I'm gonna kick your butt, and she'd be like, do it, you won't, and then it would be on. Oh, I can't go up that way yet. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. And I like dipped her into that Sprite. She got all carbonated and junk and didn't even phase her. Dang it. Okay, so I think I know what to do now. Just wait. Wait for the opportune time. Actually, can't wait. That's a Oops. There we go. Look at that, man. How impressed are you? Does that make up for all my strangeness and horrible relationship habits? Probably not. Boop. But you were really cool and really fun. I don't know what happened. I don't understand, really. I never got closure on that. But either way, whenever we first started talking, we were just friends and we were hanging out. And I guess that... she had a boyfriend, but she really hated him. And to be fair, buddy, I don't remember your name. You seemed like kind of a horrible person. Oh! Because the way that I started to pick up that there was something amiss was that she had this notepad on her phone, and it was like improvements. And I was like, what's this? And she was like, oh, it's things that I do wrong that my boyfriend reminds me of, and he tells me that I shouldn't, if I do them once and he tells me that they're wrong, then I should never do them again. And so I wrote down on this notepad, oops, didn't mean to bash you with my booty. I write down on this notepad all the things that he doesn't like so that I remember not to do them and so he doesn't get mad at me. I was like, what? That seems absolutely horrible for you. Are you sure that there are good intentions behind this? Creating a soul link, you definitely need that one. And she was like, well, yeah, I just read them in the morning so that way I go through my day and, you know, I can... And she started reading them to me, and they were absolutely crazy. I don't remember them specifically, and also I wouldn't want to, you know, dish out that stuff. But they were absolutely horrible. And I was like, this is wrong. You know, this is toxic. You shouldn't have to be starting out your day thinking about all the things that you've done wrong. And they weren't even, like, good things. I mean, it would be fine to... Yeah, get bored and leave. Nope, not bored at all. Just calling on your little buddies. Are those your babies? I'm gonna kill all of them. As long as Kuro is out there, the path to the Misty Woods will be blocked. But look up there, we might be able to distract her if we loosen that rock. Okay, sounds like a plan. Save game. How does one loosen a rock? Can I go this way? Yeah, I can. I understand that if you want to improve on yourself, the catalyst for improvement is discomfort. And I totally think that it's okay to dislike aspects of yourself as long as you avoid identifying with those faulty aspects, because at that point you stop disliking those aspects, you start disliking yourself. And I know that's, you know, maybe hypocritical. I've got a lot of problems and I know that to be true. I haven't been able to apply it perfectly in my life. I'm scared to fall, but okay, there's ground here. I'm still working on applying that with myself, and so it's hypocritical for me to make people or to judge people for not feeling those things or adhering to that tenet, but it is possible for me to understand that that is the right way to do things, even if I don't adhere to it myself. Oh, I forgot to make the rock. How do I make the rock? Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, looks like it distracted her. Oh my gosh, she's big. That's a big queen. I like tall girls. Me and George Thorogood. I like short girls too. Just like George Thorogood. It's a great song. I don't know how misogynistic it is by today's standards, but get up. Yay, we're back. Let me tilt that up a little bit. But yeah, so... Uh-oh, what's this? Why am I moving in slow motion? Oh, okay, that was weird. Okay. Oh yeah, right trigger. Wow, I got one of the feathers. Yay. Whee! Man, what? It's really... I'm gonna get a drink of water. It's really impressive that they could continuously come up with these really interesting game mechanics in one platformer. Usually a platformer is kind of like a one-trick pony. And ooh, the haze of the Misty Woods deceived the minds of all. Uh-oh, that's creepy. Am I gonna get hallucinated in here? Those lost within were never found. Or hypnotized? Hallucinated. But what it came down to, I was like, you need to break up with this guy, or at least tell him to change these things. And I usually don't. Misty Woods. Oh yeah, everything, it is making me hallucinate a little bit. You can see like the world is shifting. Man, what a great, great game. How did they do this, I wonder? Are these actual meshes shifting, or is it an illusion with the renderer? There we go. Man, that's fun. Such a fun game. Uh-oh, oh. I wonder if this will... No, that didn't hurt you. Bash you! Yay. Get down. Nope. Okay, it's over here. Boop. Oh, close to getting all my health back. Actually, I can go ahead and get 2 back right now. Looky there, what is this? Listen to sign. The shrouded lantern. This mysterious haze bellows out of its stem. If we find a way to light it, the path might be clear up. Might clear up, but it's okay. You can read. Sorry. I probably made that more confusing for you. Oh, you know, and I didn't even pay attention to what he said. If we find a way to light it. Okay, so that's the goal, is light. So the one's goal is water, this one's light. It's very, I don't know. I love the elemental stuff. Do you guys, oh, ouch. Do you prefer the classic 4 elements? Earth, air, water, fire, all those things? Or are you digging this? I think this is a tripartite elemental system. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I didn't need to save, but I just did anyway. Oh my gosh. Wait, what happened? What happened? I thought I could bounce off you. But I surely could not. Ah! Attack you from afar is the proper strategy. But anyway, I wound up... I don't usually, like, tell people their business or be like, you need to, you know, break up with that guy, especially if I'm her friend. Then I think... Let's see here. Oh, dang it. Then I think that, like, it's kind of... Even if I think that they should... Oh, that's right, I have a whole... Ow! Floated right into that. Let me just go ahead and die. I don't know, even if it's the right thing to do for them to break up, I just feel wrong making those decisions for people. I think that you deserve your autonomy and the agency of your life's decisions. And I think that if you have what you would consider sufficient information to make your decisions, you can never have perfect information, then I think that giving you my input is more so dirtying the water than actually providing beneficial information. I'm not sure, but in this case, I don't think that she was operating with sufficient information because I don't think that she realized that it was hugely abusive, that relationship, and really, really not a healthy place to be. Let's see here. Ability points. I think they're all going to require 2 at this point. I think it only gets harder and harder to level up, but that's okay. Ouch. Sure wish I could bash without getting hurt, but that's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Especially because I can just save my game and get all my healthy back. What is this? Oh. Oops. Glad I didn't die. What is that over there? Oh, I can go over there. I thought that was something, but it's just a little lantern. Just for ambiance. Oh, no, come on. Don't be shy. No, come on. Don't be shy. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Oh, no, come on. Don't be shy. Oh, that's right. I can use my leaf. There we go. Ooh, come on. Leafy. Okay, there we go. Ah! I walked right into it! No! Oh no, did I save my... Okay, thank goodness. I thought I saved my game right before that thing hit me. I cannot finish this story. This is kind of a harder place, especially because it's dark. Especially because it's dark and I'm playing in my car still, and it's still daylight. I do like playing at night, but I'm also kind of sleepy at night. And I think the conversations tend to slow down. I tend to get on darker matters. You know, no one wants that. Maybe someone wants that, but I don't want that. But anyway, oh no! Oh, that's right. I don't actually need to land anywhere. I just wait for you guys to spit out your stuff. Okay, spit me out some stuff. Where am I going? Right over here? I think so. Then I can use this to bash up there. Yeah. Yes! Man, that was awesome. I don't know if I was actually doing anything by pulling the little... but it felt like I was doing everything. Hop all the way over here, because I can. Grab one of these things, because I can. Soul Link is ready, because I can. But I won't, actually. That was a lie. That was a big old lie. Where do I go? Am I falling to my death? Where am I? Guttural guy. Do all these things shoot different stuff? Or are they all kind of similar? Do the other ones leave behind a residue that hurts you? Unlike these guys? I'm not positive. Back to the story. Oh my goodness. Let me regroup a little bit here. Sometimes this happens and I just can't get my mind on track. So let me pause the game and regroup. Alright, I tried to tell the story, but I don't think that my mind was quite ready. I kept using the word basically, so I'm going to restart now. Sorry you lost just like a hair of gameplay. It was like really only 30 seconds. I basically said, oh no! I said it again. I basically said basically like 5 times, and then I just cut out and decided to start over. Atsu's torch. It was lost in this place. If we carry it to the shrouded lantern, it might show us the way. I gotta carry something? Do these little arms look like they were meant for carrying? Nah, these little arms are meant for hugging and cuddling. Boop, let me down there. Yeah, so she told him that the guy she was talking to, she'd mentioned me before. She told him that me, her friend, told her that they should break up. And he was like, "Oh, you're still talking to him?" And she said, "Well, yeah, he's my friend." And he said, "Oh, I just thought you cared about him." And she, uh-oh, things are changing again. So I just got to really run back and forth a little bit here. And she said, "What do you mean you thought that I cared about him?" And he said, "Oh, I just didn't think that you wanted anything bad to happen to him, that's all. But clearly if you're still talking to him after I told you that I didn't like it, then you don't care if something bad happens to him." And so she calls me. She's really upset, and she's like, I need to see you. I don't know that I can talk about this on the phone." I was like, "Well, sure, absolutely. Where do you want to meet?" And so we met. And she told me that. I was like, "Okay, so why should I be afraid?" Basically, why does this bother me? I think you should still break up with him. And I don't really fear the guy, unfortunately, for him, I guess. I'm not scary either. I'm not really that scared of him either. And she said that he has, quote unquote, connections to the mob. This crazy dude had convinced this poor girl that he was somehow, some way connected to the mafia. And that he had connections and that he was going to put a head out on me or something, I guess. And so she was crying, she was shaking, she was so upset and so regretful. I felt so bad. She was like, I don't know what I've done to you. I'm so sorry. And so I said, well, I don't believe him. First of all, deceived by the... Oh yeah, I already read that. Deceived by the mist, they were lost. I don't know. I don't know that I read that. I think I read that whenever I was telling the faux story that I cut out, so you kind of missed it. I'm sorry. But picking back up, after he had said that, I was like, well, I don't really care. I'm not really afraid of him, and I don't think that he's actually has any connections. And then she said that he also mentioned that my family would have to pay. And so, as soon as I heard that, I guess I got frustrated, I got angry, and I thought, there's no freaking way that some twerp is gonna, some keyboard warrior is gonna act like they're gonna hurt my family or something like that. So, I found him on Facebook. She showed me his Facebook. Dude worked at Kohl's. Okay, so there's no way I was gonna be afraid of a guy who freaking worked at Kohl's. And I told her to call him, and I talked to him, and finally, to the point of the story, I threatened him. I didn't know it was illegal, but I told him that I was going to drive up to Kohl's and beat his butt in front of his manager. Now, I don't think that's that bad, but apparently it is bad, and you can go to juvie, I guess, at the time. I was 18. I wouldn't have gone to jail. I don't think that's... Can you go to jail for... I still don't know the minutia of threats. And if you... Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Absolutely, I'm going the wrong way. Am I? Let's try going right here. But apparently he, decided to record it and was threatening to do something with it. At that point, I was really just not caring anymore. He could have said anything in the world, and he could have done it too, but I guess when I get a certain point angry, and I think most people are like this, when you get to a certain point in your anger, you sort of lose all sense of consequence. And so, after I had learned that he had started recording me and that he was gonna, turn it in for whatever, I guess I started getting more aggressive with the threats. But he wound up backing off, and the girl broke up with him, and she, I guess, seeing someone not be intimidated by his insanity helped her to feel safe, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure. Wait a second, why am I back here? Do I have to repeat all that? Oh, no, I do. This story has lasted really not that long in terms of progress in the game, but it has lasted forever in terms of what matters, which is minutes. So sorry, and it was probably not even entertaining. I don't know why I started telling... Oh yeah, because of... Don't do that, basically, because threatening people is illegal. I don't know, though. If it gets the situation, it did help. Oh, here we go. Deceived by the mist, they were lost in the woods. There we go. Now you get to know. Ha! Is it wrong to break the law if it helps someone that you care about? If the net good outweighs the net bad, the utilitarian in me necessarily demands that... Sorry, the interventionist utilitarian. I'm not like one of those, you know, stand idly by and let nature take its course. Atsu's torch. Oh yeah, we already know this. I gotta carry it, and I gotta figure out a way to get down there. And I'm not sure how to do that. Can I go off this lantern? Nope. Can't bash the lantern. Okay, let's see here. I need to remember that I have my little leaf guy. Can't use that. Oh, okay. No, I think that I'm supposed to go over here because it makes that creaky sound and then lights up. But I think we have laws for order, but I don't think that just because something was created, that a law was created, means that it is the morally right thing to do. I think that very much so, you can disagree with your government, and you can bear the consequences. You know the consequences. You can make an adult decision. Soul Link is still charging. I'll save again right here, so that I don't have to repeat all this. I think I go down this way. Ouch. Ooh, wait. Aw, man. You didn't wait when I asked you to. Oh, here we go. Let me... Wait, please, let me go back up. There we go. I wanted to get this. Save my game. Oh. Near enemies. There are so many rules of when you can create a save. Ah! A Soul Link. Ah! Well, I'm not going back for that this time. Not worth it. If I can't save my game up there, that's not worth it at all. But anyway, I think that you can bear the consequences of breaking the law if you choose to. That's your decision. You will probably go to jail or incur the wrath of the common folk, your peers in your government, but that's what you gotta do if it's what you gotta do, you know? It's your choice. I think that everyone is entitled to make their own choices, but I also think that you need to have a proper understanding, both mentally and emotionally, of the consequences. I see a lot of those videos where the killers will realize that they've been caught, and then it's like, oh, it just suddenly became real. I understood that this was a possibility, but I didn't think it would happen, and now that it has happened, I didn't want that. And that's one of those instances where they have lacked, and they're very emotional when that happens. I don't think that they're actual true psychopaths, because psychopaths don't get emotional. You see those people, they get caught, and they're just kind of chill about it. They're like, eh, well, you know, whatever, you know, vis-a-vis, you know, or c'est la vie, not vis-a-vis. Oops, that was not intentional. But the ones who start sobbing when they realize they get caught, what that is, I think, is an underdevelopment of the prefrontal cortex. I believe that's what's responsible for decision-making and weighing consequences. I know that it's underdeveloped in teenagers, and that's why teenagers do so many rotten things. But I really feel bad for criminals. Like, I know, obviously, that at a certain point, if a criminal mind is gone to the point of no recovery, of no coming back, then clearly maybe the most humane thing for both the victims and the perpetrators, the assailants, is execution. Because if my consciousness were... No, I don't think that our consciousness is separate from our decision-making processes. But if I looked back on my life with my hardware that I have now, my feelings now, and my thoughts now, and I saw that I did something horrible, maybe I raped someone, maybe I killed someone, I would much rather have someone execute me than go on living and potentially hurting people, or just even, oh God, how do I get past that guy? I would much rather be executed, is what I mean to say. I wouldn't want to go on living like that. And if my consciousness is tampered by the hardware that it is playing through, to the point, like a broken speaker, like a song playing through a broken speaker, to the point that I'm so messed up that I'm doing these dark things and having these dark thoughts, I would want, in what I consider to be my sane mind, my clear thinking state, to be helped if can be, but if I can't be helped, then I would want to be executed. Maybe that's... I wouldn't assume that for everyone, and that's where it gets kind of tricky. You know, you're not sure what they would want if they were actually given the proper hardware. I think that it requires proper hardware, and by that I mean, you know, like, obviously there are problems in people's minds that are beyond just. Like, I'm feeling this way right now, you know? If you have a hardware problem in your mind, let's say, I don't know, maybe your neurons fire, maybe the chain or the electricity chain that fires off your neurons happens too fast. And so you lack time to be able to actually make conscious decisions. I think that most people can get that way. I know I've felt that way, whether I have a real problem with my neuron speed, or if it's just that when I get angry, sometimes I tend to stop thinking and start doing. Can I not? Near enemies. Oh, there we go. Wow, that's going to be a really helpful save. Because I make a lot of progress here, and then I don't actually get to capitalize on it because I always die. There we go. Yay, and I'll save it again. Wow, this is great. I will have to end the episode soon, but I want to finish this thought. So, basically... wait, was the thought finished? Oh yeah, in conclusion, basically what I was saying was that I think that people deserve to make their own decisions. Understanding the consequences of that decision might be jail, might be prison, might be execution. But there's still your decisions to make as long as you are making proper decisions based on knowledge and with good hardware. You know what I mean? That's where I was with it. Good hardware. I feel very bad for the people, and the amount that I feel bad for criminals honestly borders on faulty. It borders on the opposite end of the spectrum of apathy. What would that be? It would be empathy, but to an excessive degree. I think that I sometimes tend to have an excessive amount of empathy. Tatsu used to climb the mountains. The mountains, high atop Sorrow Pass. Aw. Sorrow Pass sounds sad. When her brother's torch faded... Wait, who's Tatsu then? Is that the owl? When her brother's torch faded, she fell to the mists, where she lost her path. Let's get this guy. Absorb the light. What will Tatsu give me? Oh, this is Tatsu, that's right. Not the owl. Climb! I can hold down right trigger when I'm against a wall to travel along its surface. Good button layout, because I'm not using the leaf whenever I'm against a wall. Very good. But, like I was saying, I think that I tend to have this sort of duality in my mind. Ooh, wow, that's beautiful. Oh. What happened? What happened to the beauty? Oh, it alternates with jumping. Okay, then I can save my health. I have this weird duality in me where I feel a lot of empathy for a lot of people, but I also believe that it's my responsibility to protect those who are mine to protect, those dearest to me, my loved ones, even if at the expense of others. I really hate that because I want to be an altruist, I want to be a utilitarian, but I'm sort of thwarted in that endeavor by the, I guess, the protection of those that I believe are mine to protect. And so I always struggle with that. But the degree that I feel bad for even criminals, even assailants to my loved ones, I think it's torturous, truly. But kind of a dark way to end the episode, kind of a dark note to end things on, but thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have to go ahead and end it there. I'm getting hungry again, and sushi, I guess, is notorious for not being very filling, and I didn't have that much. So I'm going to go. And also, I'm going to watch a movie with my family, so that's really fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm very happy, and I'll see you guys next episode. Bye!